Good afternoon, guys. Happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. So we got back from Tony's and Caputo's. That was just so that, again, we can spend more time tomorrow when, you know, we have opportunities to get, you know, other things done around the house and stuff like that. We have that free, so we don't have to do grocery shopping. So that's why we ended up going to Tony's and Caputo's today. So I was able to get everything except for there was one thing at Tony's. Oh, I was going to get, they had the whole, like, frying chicken, the one like I got at Jewel last week, except they were in a 2-pack, which would have been fine. However, I was probably going to use one, freeze the other. I'm not really sure that I have enough room to freeze them. In addition to, I got more of the Italian style beef from Tony's, and so I wasn't really sure if I was going to have enough room or not to store that plus the other stuff, you know, like the chicken. So I just ended up passing on that. So they had it, but again too, I wasn't completely sure. Sometimes some stores will say that they have them and they are in like a 2-pack. Sometimes they won't say if they do, and it'll be in a single pack. I've been to Tony's though before where it said it was a 2-pack and they actually only had them like in single, like individually packaged ones. So like I said, this was just how they had them packaged today, and I was like, I don't really think I have enough room. They were smaller too, so I probably could have done both, and just cooked both of them and then kind of done the same thing, make like a big batch of like chicken noodle soup, a big batch of like, or chicken broth or whatever. But again, you know, I didn't want to have to try and figure out room in the freezer for all that stuff. So either way, that was the only thing I didn't end up getting, but everything else worked. Coupons worked. I used 1 coupon for 2 of the items at Tony's, 1 coupon for 5 of the items at Caputo's, and again, all that came off and worked and everything. So let me share with you guys the deals that were going on. So these items right here were what we ended up picking up at Tony's. They ended up costing us $28.29 after tax, and we ended up, it says we saved $14.04, which wasn't the best price, like, because the Papa Charlie's wasn't that great of a sale. But again too, I showed you guys when we ended up doing that, like we did, I got 2 of those, the 5-pound packages, or 4-pound I think packages, a couple of, like, they had it for I think the New Year's sale or something along those lines. So it was a pretty good sale with those. It was not as, it was a better sale than these ones I did this week, but everybody loved them so much, so I figured we can get these. They're smaller packages that I can keep in the freezer, and we can just decide when we get deals on like the bread to go ahead and get those. So the deal with them though, they were on sale for $11.99, and there was a $3 off like digital coupon. It was a limit of 2, so I picked up 2 of them, made them $8.99 each. Now like I was saying, that the other package that I picked up before, which was the 9-pound, or the 5-pound or 4-pound package, it was $9.99. So it was actually only $1 difference, and you got much, either it was a double size or whatever, you know, for that price. So I didn't think that that was the worst for this, because I did see Menards actually has these on sale for $9.99. So I figured I'm still getting them cheaper than at Menards for this week. And even compared to like looking at Walmart's price and stuff like that, they do have a couple different brands, but none of it was like cheaper per pound or ounce or whatever than getting these. So again, I figured this is still a pretty decent sale for $8.99 for 2.5 pounds. And again, we can, or I guess it's a little less than 2.5 pounds. It's 2 1/4 pound. And so like I was saying, we can keep these though in the freezer to use for, you know, like a future use for dinner. And, you know, again too, so long as we defrost it the night before, you know, again, it works out to be really well. So I'll just keep these in the freezer. Whenever we end up getting sales on the buns, then we'll get a really, you know, really cheap dinner out of it. And then also too, the old Warsaw Polish ham, that was on sale for $4.99 a pound. We got a little over a pound for $5.14. And then also too, the Land O'Lakes American cheese was on sale for $4.99 a pound. We got about 3/4 pound for $3.79. And then they also had the organic cauliflower was on sale for 99 cents a pound. And we ended up getting a little over a pound. It was $1.17 for that. And then over here at Caputo's, we ended up picking up these items, and we paid just $11.83 after tax, and saved $7.29, which I think was pretty good. We ended up getting the cherries. Those were on sale for $2.99 a pound, which isn't the best price. Sometimes we've seen them cheaper, but sometimes also too, cherries can get really expensive and be about $5 a pound. So my mom really likes cherries. We got about a pound for $3.47, so that was a really good deal to pick them up for her. Also too, they had the Eckrich hard salami, which was on sale for $4.99 a pound. We got about a half pound for $2.62. And then the avocados, those were on sale with the coupon for They were on sale for 99 cents and there was 30% off coupons. So that was 69 cents each, which was better than any other grocery store that I saw. So originally it was $4.95 for the 5 of them. The coupon was a limit of 5, so it took off $1.50, again making them 69 cents or whatever each. And then also too, the tomatoes, those were on sale for 99 cents a pound. I got about a pound and a half for $1.54. And then lastly, the broccoli was on sale for 99 cents. I got a little over half pound for 65 cents. So again, I thought that those were really good prices for some of the produce things that again we need. Like we need tomatoes and again avocados for myself. I've actually been eating up kind of a lot of my avocados right now, which is awesome. So got those. Again too, cherries for my mom who really loves cherries, broccoli, cauliflower, and again some of the deli meats, and then just again to the Italian beef, which again those will go kind of for making 2 dinners at 2 separate times. And again too, we did all this under 40 bucks really. I think was really awesome. So like I said, good deals. Again, it wasn't, I was planning on like also getting, like I was saying, that the chicken, but again, I actually didn't have that planned into my meal plan. I was just gonna probably move things around had I gotten them. Since I didn't, I will just go ahead and, you know, use my meal plan like I planned for this week. So also too, I feel like it's a little bit close because I just did the chicken and then the chicken noodle soup last week. I felt like it was kind of close. Like I don't want people to get super bored of chicken and the chicken noodle soup and all that. So I just went ahead and, like I said, did my meal plan for this week and wasn't even planning on it. But if I had gotten it, I would, you know, again, move my meal plan around a little bit. So anyways, again, I've got, you know, the stuff in the freezer too that I didn't use last week because I did kind of the same thing. Like I had planned on doing, like not doing the chicken, and then when I actually did wind up getting it, I ended up moving things around. So I still had stuff in the freezer from, you know, again, the last week that I was going to do that, again, I just kind of rolled into this week of doing anyway. And if I had gotten those, I would have had to roll them into next week. So I might as well just do it, use up some more stuff that's out in the freezer. Because again, too, I got stuff that I got to get out there anyway, like more beef, and then I got to get this produce stuff put away. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also working on making dinner right now. So anyways, that's kind of it. Just my small little hauls from these 2 stores for today. Well guys, I'm going to take a shower now and get to bed. I did get to dishes today, made dinner for tonight. I think like I was telling you guys, I also went out to the freezer to go and hunt down the chicken stuffing, like I think I was also telling you guys. I was going to make, instead of doing the chicken, you know, we didn't get at Tony's, I was going to go and get chicken stuffing, which is what I'm going to do for dinner tomorrow. And so like the chicken stuffing casserole kind of thing. And so I knew that I think I had a couple of freezer bags full of that, but I had ones that were newer and ones that were older. Obviously I wanted to use up the older ones first, and I couldn't find them, and I was like, they're probably buried in the bottom of the freezer out in the garage. So I ended up digging through, and I had Jack come out there with me and went through it, and we kind of reorganized it a little bit more. It actually felt like we had some more room in there, which was really nice. And so we were able to actually just kind of, like I said, get that stuff like sort of just reorganized in there. And again, there's a little bit more room now in the freezer, so maybe I could have gotten that chicken and froze one of them. But like I said, if I wouldn't have been looking out there for the stuffing for tomorrow for dinner, I probably wouldn't have went out there to go and organize it a little bit. So I told you guys how like that was kind of my goal on Sunday, was to go out there with Jack and kind of take an inventory of everything. So although I would still like to do that, the fact that I do have a little bit of a better organization, and I did see some stuff out there that I wasn't sure if we had still out there, I was like, okay, I can do this for a dinner, I can do that for a dinner or whatever. Now that I know that that's out there, I can, like I said, actually wind up doing that. So I might, you know, not entirely need to do that now on Sunday. I was telling you guys how, like, because my mom will be sleeping after work and stuff like that, we might not be able to do a lot of real loud, noisy kind of projects and things like that. But that would be one of the really great things to be able to do on a Sunday, because out in the garage we can be a little bit noisier and she won't be able to hear us outside. You know, we can go through the freezer, which would be really nice. You know, we won't be in, you know, like trying to do something inside and, you know, potentially, you know, again, dropping things and, you know, that kind of stuff. Although she is like from like when she started to now, like she can, I think, I don't want to say sleep through more things, but like she just isn't like, you know, when she first started, like, and especially too, again, it changed to her sleep schedule and everything like that, she would be like so nervous that like she wasn't going to get enough sleep, that it would keep her awake kind of thing. Like, you know, so she'd be like, oh my gosh, like I have to make sure I get, you know, however many hours of sleep and stuff like that to make sure that I can, you know, be functioning for, you know, work and stuff like that. And again, although it is a little bit difficult still, she's gotten to the point where it's just like she comes home and she's pretty much asleep. She's not like, oh my goodness, I need to make sure I fall asleep, and you know, and like, you know, every little thing is now keeping me awake, you know, that kind of stuff. So where it definitely is a little bit more manageable than it was, you know, again, originally when she was, you know, like first starting her job. But there's still, you know, again, we don't want to be loud and, you know, just be rude, you know, and be noisy and stuff like that. And so again, we try and find quieter things to kind of do, again, on the weekends and stuff like that. You know, again, Saturday for most of the day up until she winds up taking her nap, which isn't until normally a little bit more like midday. You know, like we can still get things done most of the morning into, again, early afternoon, and then she'll take her nap. And then sometimes too, she'll wind up getting up earlier than, you know, like a couple hours before she has to go into work. And then we again have some of that time as well to get things done. So again, it all sort of depends, but you know, on Sunday, our day's pretty much all out. She gets home at 8 o'clock, and then she's, you know, again, sleeping for most of the day until she gets up to have to go to work again on, you know, Sunday night. So, and she's up for, again, a handful of hours before then, but, you know, there's normally, it's Sunday night. My dad normally is getting ready for him to go to work. So, like, normally by, you know, the time she's kind of getting up, my dad's normally pretty much kind of getting ready and slowing down. Like I said, kind of getting ready for bed and wrapping things up for the day. And so, like I said, it just doesn't really work then to be like, oh Dad, can you help, you know, again, can we go and, you know, like some type of big construction project or anything like that, because again, my dad's kind of done for the day at that point. But you know, so we try and find other things that on Sunday that, again, we can use our time well, but still keep it so that they're quieter things that we can do on Sunday and not be, again, loud and noisy and, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'd like to still try and get to that on Sunday if we can, but at least knowing that we were out there seems a little bit more manageable. We can hopefully, again, get to that and do that, you know, like I said, I kind of reorganize some of the stuff out there and know what I have so that we can, again, go through and do those things out in the freezer outside. Like I was saying, I've seen some of the stuff that's out there, so at least I have a little bit of a better idea. Although I would like to have a full list, at least I have a little bit of a better idea of like, okay, we have this stuff, we have that stuff, you know. So anyways, but like I said, got to that kind of today. Ended up getting to like I said, dishes today too, freezer, you know, I did a freezer dinner for dinner tonight, and I got the one out for dinner tomorrow so I can cook that. And you know, just we ended up watching some TV tonight, I guess, before we kind of ended up wrapping the day up, everybody. But I think Matthew's supposed to be coming home for tomorrow. I'm not sure how long he's staying. Originally he was maybe going to be staying for some of the like UFC fights that we're supposed to be on, but I don't entirely know. So like I said, we're just like, you know, possibly doing that tomorrow, and you know, again in the later afternoon, which is a lot of times like my mom's kind of taking her nap anyway, so that'll work out well for us. But I'd like to get up early tomorrow so that I can hopefully get to some things that, again, like project stuff and, you know, whatever is kind of on our list for things that need to get done, which would be really nice. So I'm not, the attic is kind of the focus, I think, right now. Like my dad too, while we were actually watching TV, he was going through some of the stuff that was on his desk. Like he was kind of just organizing things, going through things, you know, all that kind of stuff, and, you know, just reducing clutter, you know, kind of from his desk and cleaning up clutter. So again, that was like an easy thing that he could kind of do too in the meantime while we were watching TV. And again, tomorrow I'm hoping that one of our probably louder projects is going to be going through the attic still and finishing up some of those things that we still need to do, which, although like last week, was it last week? I think I brought like a bin or two out of the attic and went through them and then was able to put the stuff back in the attic. Like, so we were pretty quiet with that and it didn't wake my mom up. So we might be able to do that even when she's taking her nap. But like I was saying, we'll see, you know, if there's any other loud things we need to get to that we can do in the morning. But I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Again, I will not have a haul because, again, we tried to get the grocery shopping wrapped up today with those two stores so that tomorrow we have the time to get the things done that we need to. And then on Sunday we can, again, do more, you know, when my mom's sleeping, we'll go to the grocery store to Jewel and Aldi, because again, that's a really good use of our time where, you know, just again managing it, because that's something that we're doing out of the house, so obviously we're not going to wake her up from. She can still sleep, and you know, we're not moving it to Saturday when we could be using our time here to again do the loud things that we can't do when she's sleeping. So anyways, that is why, like I said, we wanted to get that done today so that we have more time tomorrow. So anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.